Empty. So we're not drinking now. Sit straight. It's very important to be a good listener as well as a good speaker. This way, Robert, for your chair. Excuse me just a minute. Can you do that? Oh, we'll wait for Gavin. Good morning, Gavin. Welcome to our morning. How are you, Anna?
Good.
A little nervous? Not too much. It's a little easier the second time, isn't it? And the third time in May, you'll be all professionals. Remember, you're going to hold this like a tray of cookies, like this, so your voice will come out this way, and I'll be back there. Parents will be right there. You'll want to be able to hear you, okay? Oh, I thought he had something in his hands, but they were just his fingers. Don't play with your fingers, because if she happens to look at you, the speaker could get distracted. We don't want that to happen. Okay, nice big voice.
My report is on John Chapman. He lived in Massachusetts.
Okay. Very nice.
The story of John Chapman's life is interesting, amazing, and inspiring. One of the first interesting things we learn about John is his childhood. He was born in 1774, September 26. He lived in Massachusetts with his mother and father. His mother, Elizabeth, died when John was a young boy, so it was just him and his father. Also, his father was a soldier. John grew up planting many apple trees. Where he planted apple trees are Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, and Illinois. Next, John was amazing because he planted apple seeds, preached about God, and told many stories about God. He helped many people go through the hard times. People liked him because he was so kind. He was also the one that started the first library. Last of all, John was an inspiration because he never ever gave up on people and himself. He walked miles and miles and never stopped. He loved everyone, which is amazing. He loved everyone even if he didn't know them or need them. Indians called him a great medicine man. He never stopped planting apple seeds until he died. My favorites are that he loved God with all his heart and mind. Also, what I love is that he always carried a Bible with him at all times. What I read in my book was that God called John Chapman his faithful planter. He was a pioneer and nurseryman. Clearly, John's life is awesome, and he was an American we can be thankful for and feel pride in his work.
Now, I thought I knew a lot about Johnny Appleseed, but I learned new things. And remember I showed you that little tiny video on Johnny Appleseed when we had our little apple unit when we studied plants in October? We learned some new things about him today? Okay. Did you just have to do some digging to find things about him, or was it pretty easy to find things?
The book was pretty easy to find things in it, but sometimes that look really hard.
Okay. And I think I told the class that they are replanting the trees that he started because apple trees live to be, it was in your apple test, do you remember? 200 years. Yeah. The average apple tree lives 200 years. And he lived in the what hundreds?
17, 18,
Tell him when he was born.
1774 to September 26th.
Yeah, 1774, so he lived at the end of the 1700s. So the trees that he planted are now starting to die. So there are school children who are replanting from the Johnny Appleseed Trail, which runs like this, all the way through Ohio. And the children are taking grafts from his original trees and replanting so the Johnny Appleseed trees can keep growing. Oh, I did this, because I need to put your green on. Thank you. Give her another hand, she did a good job.